awesome.
Well, DAC stats should pop up here pretty soon to get a W here, and then you can get on it, but it's not there yet.
Not there yet.
No.
We had that last time, and it helped us.
Yeah, it's nice. You can keep track of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it on the scoreboard and stuff, but
yeah,
I'd like to have it right in front of me. Yeah, this thing could be down about that far. It'd be awesome.
Right.
So I'm doing this the whole time. Oh, well. Just going to have to figure it out. So Carroll averages 72 a game and gives up just 57.
Okay.
And Northern 64 a game and gives up 67. That's not good.
No.
Carroll shooting 45% from the floor, Northern 41. Neither one of them are really good from three-point. Got it.
Okay.
It's the Game of the Week, sponsored by the Montana Chevy Dealers. Also brought to you by the Montana Tobacco Use Prevention Program at 1-800-QUIT-NOW. The Northwest Toyota Dealers. First Interstate Bank. Pepsi. And Whalen Tire.
Center, Joe McMahon along with Kevin Van Nice, and it is time for the Montana Chevy Dealer play of the game of the week as the Carroll College Lady Saints play host to the MSU Northern Lady Skylights, and what's going to be an outstanding basketball game. Kevin, it's tough for any team to play another team once or twice or 2 or 3 times in a year. This is their 5th meeting.
5th meeting, and without fans too,
yeah.
So they're kind of getting used to this routine, but I'll bet you this is a much better Northern team than we saw 2 weeks ago here.
We think so. The last time the Northern Lights were here, they got blown out by 40, but it was a game where Chris Mota had a lot of kids that were injured. So, yeah, this should be a much better basketball game. We look forward to it. It's a semifinal contest, and we'll get to the keys of the game here. But we're looking forward to this basketball game. As we said, Northern coming in 7-13 overall, 5-10 in conference. And Carroll just on a roll, Kevin. They're 13-1 in that conference, 19-2 overall.
19-2 overall, and I don't think they've lost a home game all year, so that'll play into this as well. But should be a great game to watch. There's some keys that you listed earlier that we're going to take a look at here.
Yeah, let's take a look at these keys to the game for Northern. Steady as she goes. They're going to have to weather that initial storm by Carroll. You know what's going to come. And post defense, they've got to control Jamie Pickens and Maddie Garrett's and those other post players for Carroll who are strong. And inside to outside, I really think, Kevin, Northern's got to establish an inside game because they're not going to live and die by the outside shot.
No, and they kind of did that the last time I watched them play here, but they've got inside players that can score. So if they can go inside out, like you said, it'd be a good thing for them.
And for Carroll College, there's a lot there, but a balanced effort. They have so many weapons. I mean, you look at their guards that are their seniors, Danielle Wagner, who's one of the best players in the conference, and Christine Denny also right there with her. And then down low, you've got Jamie Pickens, but they've got kids coming off the bench that can contribute day and night.
They do, and they've got Camden Hilborn too, and just that whole connection of leadership by the guards and quickness by the guards.
They've got to take care of the ball, take care of that basketball, and then that senior leadership that was just so important for any team moving into the playoffs. The playoffs is a little different animal.
It is, and I guarantee you Coach Mowat's got these girls ready to play today. I think it's going to be a great game.
Should be an outstanding basketball game. So again, we thank the Montana Chevy dealers for sponsoring this game, and then the men's game to follow. So it's the Skylights and the Saints. We'll be back after this.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust, when you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Today's been good. I'm getting there.
People with mental health disorders who smoke can die 8 to 25 years earlier than the general population.
No more sitting on the fence. It's time to quit smoking.
Smoking can interfere with recovery and make psychiatric medicines less effective.
I'm taking the right steps toward my physical and mental well-being.
The Quit Line can help for a happier and healthier tomorrow.
I'm finally getting there.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. Performance, pride, and passion, 3 things that define the rich legacy of BF Goodrich tires and the lasting partnership that we've shared over the years. Like the ever-popular BF Goodrich KO2 tire and all the Advantage TA line of tires, stop in and talk to your local performance experts at Wayland Tire and get set up with the right type of tires from the company that invented performance, BF Goodrich.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
Welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center on the campus of Carroll College in Helena, Montana. Joe McMahon sitting alongside the Hall of Famer here, Kevin Van Ice, and nothing better than playoff basketball. It's just the switch kind of gets flipped when you get out of the regular conference games, as you know.
Yeah, just a whole new season tonight, and these girls are excited.
All right, we'll turn it over to the floor for the benediction, the early prayer.
Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for your love and goodness. We ask your blessing upon both teams. May they be protected from injury and use well the gifts you've given them. Bless all of us here tonight and help us to know that you are always with us. May we show our gratitude in the way we care for others. We pray this in your name. Amen. At this time, as we pay honor to the United States of America, we ask that you direct your attention to the flag
All right, the national anthem completed. Kind of a nice new flag they have here at the PE Center, Kevin. Haven't seen that one before.
No, that's about as fancy of a flag as I've ever seen.
We should get one of those out of East Helena High School. I think we should order one up.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Should be a great basketball game, as we said. They've met 4 times, these two teams have. The first 2 games were up in Haber early in January, the 4th and the 5th. Both games went to Carroll, but they were close. Carroll won by 5 in that first game on January 4th, and they won by 6 on the 5th. Here come the starting lineups. The Wayland Tire starting lineups. Alice Goldhand is the first young lady introduced. Latia Lawrence is stepping into the starting lineup tonight for Mackenzie Gunter, who can't play due to a shoulder injury. Also out there is Peyton Kerr, a senior out of Columbia Falls. And then Sydney Hovde, number 33. She is also out of Columbia Falls. And then Tiara Gillum out of Browning, Montana is the 5th starter. So Coach Mowat recruits a lot of Montana kids. He really does. He's got kids from Columbia Falls, Fairfield, from Browning. He's got some kids coming off the bench from other reservation schools, and he really does well with those kids.
He does a great job, especially with the northern part of the state. He's getting a lot of good players. And here come the Saints.
So Coach Mowat, I believe in his 16th season, if I remember right, 281 he's had 281 total victories thus far, which is just amazing that he's been up there that long in Haber. He's a Helena kid, went to Helena High, played there at Helena High, was a Carroll kid. So it's nice to see Chris again today. He's an old friend.
And Chris is a guy you knew way back when he was going to be a coach.
Here comes Carroll College's starting lineup. Daniel Wagner, one of their senior leaders, and their other leader is Christine Denny. Those two have been a stalwarts for 4 years there. Here comes Camden Gilborn, a junior, a transfer from MSU, a Helena High kid. Sienna Swanek is another starter, a 5'9 junior. She's out of Washington. And then the 6'2 sophomore out of Helena High School, Jamie Pickens, a gal that transferred over from the University of Montana and has had an immediate impact on this conference.
Yeah, she has. And when she is in sync with her teammates, they're pretty tough to stop.
So there you have your Wayland Tire starting lineups. Again, Joe McMahon along with Kevin Van Nice in a quiet Carroll College PE Center. It just seems so odd not having the fan sections and the student body and the band playing and everything else going on, you know.
Yeah, and especially after being at some high school games where there are limited fans, and just to come back to this environment, it's pretty quiet.
And you mentioned that it's not just a Carroll thing, it's a Frontier Conference decision that they don't allow any fans in.
Yep, conference decision. So throughout the playoffs, we'll be doing this.
So we are set to go. Again, it is Latia Lawrence stepping into starting lineup in place of Mackenzie Gunter for Chris Mowat's Skylights. We talked to Coach Mowat before the game, and he said the injury to Mackenzie Gunter in the quarterfinal game on Thursday night prevents her from playing here tonight. So it's Pickens at the center jump circle for Carroll, and Hovde is there with her, number 33, the senior out of Columbia Falls. And Pickens will control that tip. It's back to Camden Hilborn, and we're underway. Again, Carroll got the first 4 meetings, but this one's for the right to move on to the conference championship as they swing the ball around the perimeter. It's into the hands of Denny, and that's Pickens with it. You can see to Hilborn, Swanek. They're looking inside. There's Pickens. It looks like Northern's in a zone, Kevin, 2-3 zone.
Looks like 2-3 zone, and they're going to get the ball here on a turnover.
So really for Carroll to get them out of this, they're going to have to hit some shots from the outside and pound it in and zip it back out. Well, we'll see. So here comes Lawrence. She's going to work it up the right side. Just a freshman, but a 4-time All-Stater in high school. You don't hear that very often.
No,
to Gillum
you don't.
And back to Lawrence. Now they'll swing it around. You can hear Coach Mowat shouting directions. What he wants. He's going to move the ball to Gillum in the corner right side, and it just goes through her hands and out of bounds. It was a good pass. She's just maybe a little nervous, get a little sweat on the hands, a little palm, you know.
Little
right?
Playoff worries.
Playoff jitters. Right? That's Hilborn with the rock at the top of the lane there. And it's a 2-3, maybe a 1-2-2 zone. Very aggressive. They're scrappy, are the Skylights. They're going to stay after the whole game. It's Hilborn for 3 from the right side. Bang! Camden Hilborn step back and let her fly.
Good start for the Saints.
Good
ball movement.
A couple more of those, and Coach Mowat's going to have to reconsider that zone. But he really wants to keep that post player under control, both of them, for Carroll. So there's Gillum. She'll give it back to Lawrence, and she'll set the offense. Swanek trying to keep track of her man-to-man defense for Carroll College. A 3-ball on the way from Kerr, and she'll knock it down. Atta girl.
Good movement that time by the Skylights.
Yeah. Carroll averaging 12 points a game. There goes Denny down the lane. Her pass goes off the leg of Hovde, trying to dump it into Pickens, but she might have been a little close for that pass.
Yeah, she was. And Northern's going to stay in this zone for a little bit anyway.
So they'll sit in it. Carroll will inbound. It's Hilborn. She'll dump it out deep to Denny. Open three if she wants it. It's man-to-man now. Yeah, Northern jumped into it out of the inbounds play with Pickens now. Hilborn. That's Wagner, three ball. The lefty lets it roll. No good. Rebound tipped around. Swanek luckily didn't get called for a foul there. She went right over the back of Hovde. Could have easily been called for that one. Latia Lawrence will bring it across. Again, the game of the week sponsored by Montana Chevy Dealers. 3-3 on the Montana Tobacco Quit Line scoreboard. All tied up. Gillum, top of the lane, down the lane on the left side. Denny on the defense, and Gillum, great position, and just softly banked it off, and the Skylights with the early lead, 5-3 lead.
And a good left hand on that move too.
Pickens is trying to return the favor. She'll just back in, power her way in, misses it, almost comes up with her own rebound, but Gillum there to take it. Hovde's got her hands full with Jamie Pickens on that block. They're going to have to give her some help.
Yeah, they are, and they doubled last time. We'll see if they do that today.
There's Gillum. Thought about the three down the lane, left side, whistle, and she traveled. She took a little hop. I don't know if we have a replay on that one, but the Pepsi replay, but she took a little hop coming down the lane, a little skip.
Yep,
and the official right on top of that. In the NBA, you get away with that, but I guess not in the Frontier Conference.
Yeah, in the NBA, that's a standard play.
That's right. Denny to Pickens at the high post. She's going to wheel turn it, give it back to Wagner. That's a Denny, gets it back. Good ball fake to the corner. 10-footer up and in.
Great shot fake.
Senior leadership had a pretty good shot, but she pump fake and got a better one.
She sure did. Good movement.
Swanek's going to pressure Lawrence and make her work to get the ball across. Lawrence showing some great ball handling ability. She's going to pick up her dribble, dump it into Hovde, who could have turned and took a shot and didn't know it. Instead, she'll go to Goldhans. Her shot's no good, and Denny rips down the rebound. Hovde had a really about an 8-footer, uncontested 8-footer if she wanted it. Ball in the middle, and we got a jump ball, and it's going to go to Skylights. Skylights, I'm impressed. They're coming out with some effort. They don't look like a team that's 7-13 on the season.
No, they sure don't. They're coming out aggressive, offensively and defensively.
I mean, they've got everything to lose, or nothing to lose and everything to gain in this game. Obviously not the favorite against the number 6 team in the country, the Carroll College Lady Saints. Carroll to the left side, almost loses the dribble, recovers. Back out to Gillum. Coach Sayers up off the bench, directing traffic. Good defense for Carroll, sitting in a 2-3 zone. 3-ball on the way for Gillum. It's short. Rebound. Carroll had it, but she stepped on the end line. It'll be Saint ball.
Good effort by her to try to save it. Northern's getting some good shots, but Saints that time locked down and took them down in the shot clock quite a ways. Good defense.
Sometimes you start to panic and make poor decisions when that happens. Montana Tobacco Quit Line scoreboard, all knotted up at 5. We're just under 6 to play in quarter number 1. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Nice with you. It's Hilborn again for 3. That one a little short off the left rim, but the long rebound comes out to Denny. In it goes to Pickens. And Wagner's going to try it, and she'll hit it.
Another wide open shot. And these girls were here shooting in the gym all afternoon, all day apparently.
Yeah, they started early in the afternoon. In fact, I thought I saw you down there. Did you play pig, or did you decide not to play against them?
I'm not in good enough shape to play against them.
Okay, all right. Lawrence will launch a 3 from the top. That won't go. Rebound pulled down by Swanek. Up ahead quickly to Wagner on her strong side. Left hand off the glass, up and in.
Great transition pass. Good spacing on the way down the break, too.
Wagner from Havre, and has been a contributor all 4 years here for Carroll. Lawrence with it now for the Skylights. 10-5, Saints all of a sudden stretch that lead out to 5. Hovde at the free throw line. The care into the lane with the left hand. Nice drive around Wagner. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Denny. She'll weave her way through traffic down the middle of the court. Kick it out left side. Hilborn again. Bang. Or excuse me, Swanek. Swanek with a triple. And Chris Mott wants a quick timeout. So on the Montana Tobacco Quit Line scoreboard, our score, Carroll College 13, MSU 5. We'll be back.
My name is Dr. Lauren Wilson, and I'm a pediatrician here at Community Children's. I just got done seeing a 3.5-year-old boy who's here for chemotherapy. He has terminal cancer, and he's COVID positive. His family asked me to give you the message that if Montanans mask up, if you wash your hands, if you social distance, they won't have to be quarantined and separated from their child in his last weeks of life. Montana is about protecting our vulnerable. Please do your part and mask up, wash your hands, and social distance. Mask up, Montana.
Opportunity opens doors.
Maxstone is a family-owned custom granite fabrication shop. We have machines in the shop that do all of our cutting and shaping and polishing for us. Opportunity Bank helped us with the machines. When we did fabrication by hand, we could do about 3 projects a week, and now we can do a project a day. I think it's important that your bank understands what you do. Opportunity Bank has helped us grow our family business into something we never thought it would ever be 18 years ago.
Welcome back, everybody, at the Carroll College PE Center in Helena, Montana on a chilly late winter afternoon. Hopefully it's late winter. You know, when does spring arrive around here, Kevin?
I don't know. It looks like winter out there tonight, though. It was snowing pretty good. Great to be watching basketball, though.
It is. So Carroll, the last 2 minutes have gone on an 8-0 run, hit a couple of triples, and a 5-5 game is now 13-5 Carroll. Lawrence on the inbound out of the Skylight timeout, across the timeline. With Swanek just hounding her, making her work all the way up the court. Picks up her dribble. Swanek steps up, gets close. Kara's going to dump it into Gillum, and Carroll is ready for that. Nice job. Denny fronting Gillum, got a hand up and knocked it away.
And good backside help there, too. I think it was Pickens' backside.
Denny a little undersized, really, to be playing post defense, but she seems to get it done. So Kerr with 7 seconds on the shot clock picks up her dribble. A 3 ball from Lawrence on the way. Good. Right over the top of Swanek and Tara Lawrence, who had a big game here the last time Carroll or Northern was here. Scored 25 points. She's off and running tonight. 13-8. Saints with the ball in the lead. It's Pickens who's yet to get going here. 3 balls short from Swanek. And that was way short.
Way short. It looked like it almost slipped off her hand when she shot it.
Lawrence is going to push it up. Skylight's looking for an answer to that 8-0 run by Carroll. After the timeout, Kerr kicks it back to Goldhahn. And that's Gillum. She'll work down the left side. She averages 14 a game, but she'll lose possession. Denny out on the run, right down the middle of the paint, put it up. Wild shot. That didn't go. I think she thought about kicking it out, but good defense by Goldhahn. Stepped in front of Wagner and prevented that kick-out pass.
Yep, and she thought there was going to be contact, too, but there was none there.
So the Skylights back the other way. That's Goldhahn Goldhahn to Gilham. Now to Hovde. Good defense by Pickens. She's all over her. And her pass is stolen away by Swanek. And Pickens really caused that turnover. Swanek into the lane, put it up, no good. It looks like with about 5 minutes to go here, both teams have had that initial push, and now they're starting to gather their legs. So they're going to settle in and play here now.
Lots of adrenaline to start the game.
One of the keys to the game, we mentioned resiliency for the Skylights to weather that storm, and they've done it. 3 ball on the way for Lawrence. That's no good. Rebound, Christine Denny. Hilborn's going to push it up the right side. She's got Wagner on the wing. Give it to her. 3 ball, airborne. Nope, off the front of the rim. That won't go. And Lawrence picks it up off the floor, and she'll bring it up.
Another good look for the Saints, though.
Carroll, defensively, man-to-man. That's Goldhahn, picks up her dribble. Now Wagner and Hilborn switch. Wagner will take care. Hovde on the baseline over Pickens. Oh, had a good look, couldn't get it to fall. It just rolls off the rim. Had a good fake, got Pickens in the air, went under, but couldn't get it to go. Hilborn right down the right side. Back out it comes to Wagner. On the Montana Tobacco quick scoreboard.
And she can hit that one all day from the free throw line extended.
Pickens hits that first shot, her first bucket of the game. And it's back to a 15-8 Carroll lead. Ball loose, tipped away. Swanek, who's been playing pressure defense, going to head the other way, put it up, no good. Rebound, and we got a whistle. And Gillum, who chased the play, who didn't give up on it, was going to pick up a foul. Swanek's defense has been critical here for Carroll in keeping Northern from establishing really any rhythm in that offense to get started.
That's right. And she's picking up full court, man-to-man. She's got long arms and quick hands.
Again, Mackenzie Gunter is usually that starting point guard for Coach Mowat, but a shoulder injury prevented her from playing today. Swanwick's free throw, you can see, up and good. Carroll up by 8 as we have 95 seconds or 75 seconds left in the first quarter. Second shot up and in. So Sienna's going to sit down. McDermott's going to check in. Carroll starts to go to their bench here at the end of the first quarter, and they don't lose a lot when they do that.
They don't. And Lyman comes in. She's a senior, and she's had a good career here at Carroll.
She has. Goldhahn's going to hand it to Tia Lawrence. Lawrence to Riley Kerr, sister of Peyton, also from Columbia Falls. There's Lawrence inside the free throw line. Nice move.
Great step through, and she
tell you what,
she's got good footwork.
She is a good-looking freshman.
Yep.
From Harlem, Montana. 4-time All-Stater. You can see why. Lyman swings it around to Wagner. That's Garrett's with it. Cross-court pass. Down the lane. Number 34, that's Emma Matson. Shot not going to go, but Carroll runs down the rebound. McDermott runs it down for Carroll, and they'll reset with 14 on the shot clock and 32 to go in the quarter, and we got a whistle. Cameron Mooney checks in for MSU Northern. 6'2" junior. So McDermott will inbound for the Fighting Saints with 32 seconds to go here.
And looks like they're going to go back to zone this time.
Like that 2-3, and they'll put Mooney in the middle. McDermott out on top. Garrett's thought about the triple, didn't let it go to Wagner. We're down to 12 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock. Into the lane. Back to McDermott in the corner, right side. Ball's tipped around. 13 seconds to go. It's stolen away by the Skylights. Now said it's saying attack. Let's go. We're down to 6 seconds. Lawrence is going to push it to the right side. Up top, shot on the way from Kerr, and it's good.
Big shot.
Riley Kerr hits a triple at the buzzer. So there we go at the end of a quarter on the Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard. It is MSU, or Carroll College 17, MSU 13. We'll be back after this message.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Get up to $1,500 customer cash on a new Highlander or Highlander Hybrid. Or lease a new 2021 Highlander for $379 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We're right next door to it all at the Baymont by Wyndham, Helena, Montana. We're close to the Capitol, the museum, Carroll College, unique shops, eateries, and architectural wonders. And come explore our national and state parks where rugged nature meets our big sky. Our guest rooms are equipped with plush bedding, free Wi-Fi, mini fridge, and flat screen TV. Wake up to our free hot or served breakfast and enjoy our indoor pool and whirlpool. And we follow all the new cleanliness guidelines. Call us at the Baymont Inn and Suites by Wyndham, Helena, or visit us at our website.
COVID-19 has Montana's back against the wall. We're in a bad spot and it's getting worse. Out here, you've got plenty of social distance. But when we're around others, it's up to each of us to protect our family and look out for our neighbors. Keep your group small. Wear your mask and insist others do too. Wash or sanitize your hands when you touch where someone else has. We're all sick of this, but these simple acts can save lives.
An exciting first quarter just completed. Carroll with a 4-point lead and the basketball to start quarter number 2. From the PE Center, it's semifinal basketball. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Nice with you. Another semifinal happening right now up in Great Falls. Providence is taking on UM Western. We got a turnover on Carroll College. Good defensive pressure by the Skylights. One thing Chris Mota, when I was talking to him before the game, mentioned is that this team doesn't quit. They're scrappy. They're like a lot of back alley fighters. They just keep coming at you.
Right, they do, and they're quick. They have some quickness. I don't know if they'll press Carroll today or not. Carroll has quickness too.
Morgan Mason brings the ball across this time for Northern, giving Latia Lawrence a break. It's Peyton Kerr, and there's Lawrence with Lyman on her. She had Swanek on her in the first quarter. It doesn't get much easier with Jaden on her. Jaden's a very good defensive player. There we go.
Good timing.
On cue, on the steal. She'll back her down, put it up. It won't go. Rebound knocked around, and Lyman on the floor.
She got hurt.
She may have got stepped on. And Garrett's picks up a foul, which stops play. And they may need to get Lyman out of there.
Yeah, I think she hit her head.
Yep. So Hilborn, with just a brief break, is going to need to come right back in and give Lyman a chance to regain her wits about her a little bit. She went up, pump fake, went up, and ended up coming down and hitting her head.
She had a great steal leading up to it.
So Lawrence with the ball. Hilborn will keep track of her this time. And the freshman finds Peyton Kerr. To Riley Kerr. Inside it goes to number 32. Shot up by
Mooney.
Cameron Mooney.
Good post position by Mooney and good power move to get to the basket.
Got the bucket, going to the free throw line. 17-15. Like I said, we mentioned early on, Kevin, that Northern would have to weather that first initial storm, and it was that 8-0 run by Carroll just before the end of the first quarter. Good timeout, quick timeout by Chris Mowat. Got his team reorganized, got them right back out there, and they answered it.
They did, and Carroll doubled Lawrence on that play, and she was able to kick it out to Riley Kerr for a great shot.
So Hilborn will bring it back across the midcourt line. 17-16 our score. Nothing better than semifinal basketball. Well, there is. It's the championship game, but that's the next step, right?
That's right.
That's right. Happy birthday to Coach Steve Keller of the Providence men. On the baseline drive, it's Pickens up and under, gets the bucket, and drew the foul. Nice move by Pickens. Got Mooney on her back, went right around her, looped it up underneath.
That was a great move, and Pickens is so creative down there, and if she can't get something inside, she can step back to 15 feet or the three-point line and get a shot too, so she's pretty tough to guard.
Went to U of M for a year and then transferred over to Carroll. Knocks the free throw down, completes the three-point play. And the Saints back up by 4, 20-16. Latia Lawrence is going to push it up the right side. Hilborn trying to stay with her. It's hard to believe she's just a freshman. She is a player.
She really is.
In the lane, puts it up right hand, shot no good, rebound, Swanek. She's going to run. Carroll trying to push the tempo into the corner. It's Wagner, open three ball, airborne, bang.
Another transition bucket for the Saints. And Wagner and Swanek and Hilborn just spot up in those corners.
Just get ready, set your feet, and get your hands up. Hilborn almost got the steal. That's trying to get the ball across is Morgan Mason. Does so finally. Left side, Peyton Kerr looking inside for Mooney. Instead, will dribble to the right side in the lane, crossover around Hilborn. Nice move, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and Pickens ends up getting the ball, but I think she had her right foot on that purple patch of paint.
Yep, it's going to stay here. Boy, both teams playing hard though to start this game. You can tell this means a lot to them.
Saints ranked number 6 in the country. Skylights stay inbound, trail up by 7. At the quarter break, it was a 4-point Saint lead. Again, Carroll, the last time these two teams played, won 83-46. They'll dump it over the top. Inside it goes to Mooney. She's going to back her way in, try and put it up. No good. Rebound, Pickens.
That's her spot down there, too.
It is.
If they can get it to her, she'll score.
Hilborn, right side, Swanek, open, three ball. Yep.
Another penetrating kick. I bet you Mowat gets out of his zone pretty quickly.
He's going to have to mix it up. He's going to send Hovde into the game here in a second as Lawrence is trying to get the ball across. Does get it across midcourt line. We're at the 7-minute mark here on the Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard. Ball stolen away by Carroll. Here comes Wagner, weaves her way in through traffic, tries to scoop it up with the left hand, no good, rebound Pickens. Out, wide open, Hilborn, it's up and rattles in and out, no good, rebound Pickens again, loses it, scramble on the floor.
Great hustle by both teams. Jamie Pickens looks like Dennis Rodman out there tipping the ball and keeping it alive. That was good hustle.
Well, minus the nose ring.
Yeah, yes,
yeah,
exactly.
And the tats. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not going to.
No.
You're on her list.
I know.
Somebody's going to tell her you said that. That's
know.
it, man. You should never on public airways say anything about how a woman looks because unless you're really going to praise them, Kevin, I'm telling you, man.
I know.
Don't do it.
Point taken.
Yeah. Too late for you.
Yep.
Lawrence will bring the ball across as we talk fashion. 10-point lead for Carroll. 6:37 to go here in the first half. The men's game to follow. Coach Paulson's Saints. Carroll College Fighting Saints at home against Montana Tech. Follow this one. Peyton Kerr into the lane. Whistle. I think she hopped.
Travel. Yep. Got away with a little shuffle step.
Yeah. So that's something in Columbia Falls. If you're playing in the gym, that's okay.
That's
right?
okay there.
Playing
right?
with your buddies, you can hop.
That's right.
But no, not here.
She's made a couple good moves getting inside here already.
Columbia Falls puts out some ball players. Hovde, the Kerr kids. Oh my gosh, these guys are good. It's a hotbed. Hilborn will dump it into Pickens. She turns, looks. Double team comes immediately. She spins out of it, puts it up and under. How did she do that?
I don't know.
You're
she
not
got
supposed to be able to do that.
No, and it could have been a travel, but she got it tipped away, so she kept possession of it.
Just
and
wouldn't give up on
it.
it. Everything was done right by the Skylights defensively. They just couldn't stop her, and we got a timeout. Looks like
Saints. Oh, warning.
I'm not sure. Timeout. Whistle was blown by the official on the far side, as you can see over there, but he's talking to Coach Sayers.
I think she might have been too far out on the purple, and he might have bumped into her.
Oh, I see. Okay. So 6 feet COVID spacing things. And just being,
social distance.
Yeah, it's not good.
Even in a game.
Even in a game. Darn it. All right. Got it. Thanks. Goldhahn with the ball. That's Gillum now. Shot clock running down. She'll fire it up. Nowhere near. She misses everything. Rebound Pickens. So Camden works it across. Wagner open look. Lets it go. She is money.
She is. And quick release, and it's gone.
She has 11 points to lead the Saints thus far. Hilborn with 8. Or excuse me, Swanek with 8. Crossover, Tia Lawrence to the baseline, off the glass, up and in. Oh my gosh.
That's a tough shot.
That's her 6th and 7th point of the afternoon. She's keeping them close. It's 31-18. Left side, that's Swanek back out top. Hilborn, 2-3 zone for the Skylights. Down low, it's Pickens. And Gillum just reaches across and rakes her.
She did, and I think she knew she was beat on the play, so just reached back.
She gets that drop step around you, and you better do something, and the help has to come quick.
Yeah.
Looks like a media timeout. Montana Tobacco Quitline scoreboard of the Lady Saints 31, the Skylights 18. We'll return after this.
I'm Nick with Point Tire and Auto Service in Helena, Montana, and I'm the owner of this great company. I was put into this business a long time ago when I was 12 years old. I'm a second generation owner. My dad was at the Prospect location. He started that location in 1980. I like being part of a great community, which is Helena. You know, I truly believe in supporting local organization. A common misconception we have is that we're only a tire shop. That's not true at all. We're a full-service automotive repair facility as well. We'll replace engines, we'll change brakes, front-end work, belts, everything. You name it, we do it.
Hey, welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center. It is semifinal basketball. This is the first of 2 games going on today in the Frontier Conference, the women's division. Providence is taking on UM Western as we speak up in Great Falls. Don't have a score, but maybe at halftime you could call some of your people because I know you have connections, right?
Yeah, I can get a hold of ESPN or something.
Somebody
and figure out a way to track it down.
Get a score for us. Thank you. Not sure what that one is, but this one is a Carroll lead, and it just was stretched to 14 points as Pickens at the free throw line hits her first free throw, and she's starting to warm up offensively. That's not good news for the Skylights. She's now got 9 points. 11 points for Wagner leads the way. Looks like Carroll's going to continue to apply some pressure, but Tia Lawrence seems to be able to handle it.
She does.
Swanwick's a great defender, and she's handled her. Lyman has not been back since she fell.
No.
Cross-court pass to Kerr. Peyton will drive the baseline, float it with the right hand. Oh, it just bounces out and it just won't go. Rebound Pickens up ahead to Hilborn. She's going to weave through the traffic and lose the ball out of bounds. That is a play next week on film, maybe tomorrow, that Camden is going to step out of the room.
Yep.
Doesn't want to see that.
She's going to say, oh, I got to take a quick phone call.
Yeah, I got to get a drink, right? Because that's not on her highlight film.
No.
Not the way she wanted that to go.
She'd tell you that, too.
Yes, she would. So the Skylights in possession, but they're down 15 with 4:25 to go on the Montana Tobacco quit line. Shot up no good from Lawrence. Maybe not the shot Chris Mowat wanted. They just kind of came up and fired it. They got to run their offense a little bit more. A zone defense still for the Lady Skylights. They're going to stick with it. They'll dump it into Pickens, floating through the paint. Around the perimeter, it's Swanwick at the top. 3-ball. Boy, Carroll's warming up. Ugh.
Great movement, great look. Catch and shoot by Swanwick. And we'll see what Northern does this time down. They ran a double high screen for Lawrence last time.
Here she comes again. Looks like Hovde's. Yep, they're doing the same thing. You're right, Kevin. Good call. It's Goldhahn and Hovde trying to free her up, and it didn't work. Goldhahn left side, cross court. Peyton Kerr, 3-ball on the way from her, and that's no good. And really, Skylight's out of sorts offensively right now, and we got a whistle. Is that on the?
I think it's on Hilborn.
Okay.
Yep.
Looks like Molly McDermott's coming back into the game for Carroll, replacing Danielle Wagner, who's had a fabulous first half. No surprise there. The senior, we said senior leadership was a key to the game for Carroll, and they're getting it from her.
They are. They have her product, and she's a leader out there, and you can tell the other teammates look up to her.
Ball into Hovde. She tries to cross-court pass. It's knocked away by Pickens, picked up by Swanwick. Pickens got her hand on it. Swanwick ended up with it. Pickens for 3. It's on the way. Nope. Saw her hitting it from out there before the game, about an hour before this ball game, standing right in that same spot multiple times.
Yep.
And she hit most of those. Lawrence's 3-ball up, no good. Rebound. Denny went up to get it, fell down, went out of bounds, and it's going to go to Carroll.
Good effort by Denny.
Looks like we have a timeout on the court, 3:07 to go, so we'll keep it here. The game. So Carroll with the 36-18 lead. The game of the week is sponsored by the Montana Chevy Dealers and brought to you by First Interstate Bank, Northwest Toyota Dealers, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, Pepsi, and Wayland Tire. (36-18) our score. Quick timeout, 3:07 to go here in the first half. And at halftime of this game, we're going to be joined up here by somebody who's been the voice of the Saints down on the floor for a long time.
Long time, Lowell Peterson.
And
he's a great PA announcer here.
He's going to come up and we're going to talk Saint basketball over the years, and he has seen many games. Can't wait to visit with Lowell. Always a pleasure.
Looks like a matchup zone now.
They dump it into Danny, left hand, just one swift move, left hand up off the glass, nicely done.
Great cut by Denny.
And kudos to Coach Sayers. She knew they were going to change defense, and they were ready for that.
They were.
So Saints up by 20. They led by 4 at the end of quarter one, and they have steamrolled the Skylights here in the second quarter. Down the lane goes Peyton Kerr for a much-needed bucket for the Skylights. Makes it 38-20.
Good first step by Peyton, and she went right to the hoop, right by the defender.
The Skylights sitting back in that zone. Pickens pops up to the free throw line. Area extended. Her shot no good, a little hard off the back. Rebound Hovde. And they'll give her that shot all day. I mean, you have to, because she's really going to hurt you inside.
Yeah.
So Lawrence pounds it across. Carroll stays in that man-to-man defense. With Denny and Swanwick and McDermott, Pickens and Hilborn on the court for Coach Sayers. Down the lane right side, it's Goldhahn, picks up her dribble. Excuse me, not Goldhahn.
Kerr.
That is Kerr. And there's Peyton Care. Her shot no good. It's rebound, Swanwick. And Carroll's going to push the pace into the lane. Nice
Great
feed.
pass.
Pickens left hand off the glass. You got a 2-on-1 and Pickens the other two with you. You're in good shape.
And the other thing is, any three of those girls can bring the ball up the court.
Including Pickens.
Including Pickens,
Yes, she can. She can handle the ball really well. Lawrence leaves it for Peyton Care. Terminates her dribble, in a bit of trouble there. Back out Goldhahn. Allie to the right side to her sister.
Good defense
And
by
they'll
the
swing
Saints.
it back out top. There's Lawrence. We're down to 4 seconds on the shot clock. Peyton Care's going to have to get something off, and she can't because Swanwick just stole the ball. And there's a shot clock violation. Great defense that time by Carroll. Back into the game comes Wagner, and Genesis Wilkinson checks in for Carroll.
Yeah, and Carroll, or Northern's going to have to look for some backdoor cuts. Carroll's really overplaying guards in the forwards.
So a 4-point lead at the quarter has ballooned to a 20-point lead here with 40 seconds to go in quarter two. And the Saints, they leave Wagner wide open. She says, okay, I'll let it go. This time that won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Hovde comes out of there with it. Lights need a couple of buckets to close it here, because this one's just about starting to get away. It's already started to get away from them. They've got to have an answer.
Yeah.
Down the lane goes Care. Riley, her shot no good. It's loose. Hovde has it. Kilborn knocks it loose, almost saves it. It'll be Skylight ball. Kilborn's kind of one of those pesty players, you know. If you play against her, she just drives you nuts. She's always got her hands in the passing lane, or she's taking a charge, or
she's always going.
Yeah.
Offensively, defensively.
Got a high basketball IQ. She always seems to be in the right spot.
Yep.
There's a steal on a poor pass. And Denny with it. We're under 10 seconds to go. Left side, it's Hilborn. Down to 3 seconds. Hilborn's going to have to get a shot off here. Puts it up off the glass, and it won't go. So we've reached the end of the first half on the Montana Tobacco Quit Line scoreboard. It is Carroll College 40, MSU Northern Skylights 20. We'll return with Lowell Peterson after this.
Come on and keep me satisfied.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust. When you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
Back at the Carroll College PE Center, Joe McMahon. It's halftime at the semifinal game with Carroll College holding a 20-point lead, and I'm joined up here at the broadcast table by a guy that I've known for quite a while. You've seen a few games here in this gymnasium, Lowell Peterson. Thanks for joining me.
Well, thank you. Yeah, ever since my brother Neil's senior year.
And that was more than 5 years ago.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. But good game going on right in front of us. Carroll and Northern pretty close in that first quarter, but then Carroll really found an answer and shut them down in the second.
Yeah, Carroll is so explosive.
Yeah.
And when they're pushing the ball, they're really tough.
And they got out on that break and hit some 3 balls, and then Pickens got alive underneath a few times. So a lot of things Chris Mowat and the Skylights have got to get figured out here at halftime and come back at them. But one thing about that team, they've been resilient all year. Chris's crew has fought back many times.
You know, they have, and his starting point guard is not playing tonight, so that doesn't help.
No, but I'm impressed with Latia Lawrence. Both Kevin and I have said she's a promising freshman.
Well, I heard she was originally going to Montana, so that tells you the quality of player she was.
Definitely an outstanding basketball player. But let's talk about Lowell Peterson's memory of Carroll College. You've seen a few games here. I imagine if you had to go through a playlist of some of the top players that have come through, you could talk for quite a while. You've seen a lot.
Well, I could if I could remember exactly when they played now.
Yeah,
It's been that long.
Well, I don't need actual dates. Okay?
Yeah.
We're not going to check you for accuracy. We won't do that.
Well, you've seen just about everything. There were so many good ones.
Yeah.
All-Americans coming through, the teams that Kurt Paulson played on was point guard for were tremendous. Farthest they've ever gone in the national tournament. So, it was exciting. I think the most unique thing I've seen, though, is when John Lauderquist were up in the booth and doing games, and we were the last ones out of the gym. And they had pushed the bleachers back, and we walked down, and Governor Mark Roscoe and his wife are sweeping up.
They're sweeping the floor.
I've never seen that on another governor.
Perhaps it was a tough budget year, and we just, I don't know. But of course, Governor Roscoe close ties to Carroll College himself. So
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. No, there's been many good players that have come through, and you've got a front row seat. It's nice to be right down there. You probably get a little earful from both coaches from time to time.
It is, and it's the most space I've ever had on a table, so it's pretty amazing.
Yes, this year has been tough for many teams, but I'm very impressed with how the Frontier Conference has adapted.
Yeah. And they've gotten the games in.
They have.
And gotten to this point, and the high schools also getting to the tournament time point. So that's big.
Now, you've watched basketball over the years, and this women's game has certainly evolved, as has the men's. What are some of the biggest changes you've seen just in the women's game in the past 15 years?
Well, it's just the quality of players.
Yeah.
And the quickness and the size. And, you've got, like Jamie Pickens can bring the ball.
Yeah.
Play all 5 spots if she had to.
Yeah, the days of you being just the post player are long gone, because these kids we were talking earlier, Christine Denny, really undersized, but you'll see her down playing post defense oftentimes, or bringing the ball up. Just multi-skilled kids.
Well, she came in as a point guard and can still run it. I mean, that's the thing, that they've got 5 players on the court that can grab the rebound and go.
Yep. So, first of 2 games, the men's game to follow, and it's always fun when Carroll and Montana Tech get after it. You've probably seen a few of those good matches here. I can remember some beauties back in the day when it was conference titles on the line, and winning you got it, or losing you're going home, and it's that way for Montana Tech. They've got to win to continue here.
Well, they do, and they've always been tough. They've had great games here, like I said, way back when.
Yes.
And it'll be interesting tonight. I mean, they've split on the season, so you never know, and they've got a good team.
Now, I don't know if most people know, but you not only do the PA here, but you also do some high school stuff.
Yeah, I do the PA for the Helena High also. So.
How did you get started in all of that? I know you did a lot of color commentating on the radio with John.
Yeah. Just when I got back here from Western, the 2 years I was down there, they asked me to fill in a couple of times, and then I just ended up having the job.
There you were. Didn't give the mic back.
No, no.
That's one way to keep it.
It's kind of like the Wally Pip Lou Gehrig deal, you shouldn't miss.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. You leave and the seat's taken from you. Well, it's been great talking to you. It's a good basketball game. I look for the Skylights to come rallying back, and that men's game should be fun. But we sure enjoy hearing you down there. You do a great job of keeping everybody on as far as who's scored and who's fouled and what's going on. So appreciate your time.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. It's a little different without spectators, though.
Yes, it is. It's a strange feeling. It really is kind of eerie, isn't it? You look around and there's just nobody here. There's the men's basketball team is kind of hanging around. They're getting ready for their game, but these guys are. It's odd. It's really odd. So.
Yeah.
But they've adapted well, as we mentioned, and I think the conference will be hopefully back in full gear next year.
Yeah, so. I'm looking forward to that. Normally this would be a packed house.
Packed house with a student body and a loud crowd. And, absolutely. So, all right. Well, thank you, Lowell. I appreciate your time.
Right. Thank you, Joe.
And we will speak to you again, but thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Lowell Peterson, public address announcer here at the Carroll College PE Center. And we'll be back after this message. Thanks.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah. Those are our favorite moments, too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, make sure you choose the most experienced and well-equipped repair facility in Helena, Capital Collision Center. We are Helena's only Honda, Acura, Nissan, Ford F-150 aluminum, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Fiat, GM, and Hyundai certified repair facility. Montana Law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center at 1006 Euclid Avenue.
Capital Collision Center. Helena's first choice in collision repair.
LithiaChryslerHelena.com. A great place to start your next vehicle search, like a new Ram truck or a stylish new Chrysler Pacifica. Find hundreds of new and used vehicles, all with multiple photos, low prices, tools like a payment calculator, and more. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com. And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Helena is easy to find on Highway 12 East in the Auto Mall. Start your next vehicle search today. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com.
Back once again at the Carroll College PE Center. It is halftime, and the Lady Saints on top of the Skylights from MSU Northern, 40-20. And if you just tuned in, these two teams have played 4 times this year, with Carroll College victorious each of those games. Carroll wins the first couple of games by 5 points, the second one by 6. That was back in January. And then the 2 games in February on the 6th and the 7th. The February 6th game, a 9-point Carroll victory, and then on the 7th they blew it open, 83-46. They beat Montana Northern. Right now they lead by 20, and we are at the half. And we'll take a peek at our Mountain Dew do-over from the first half. Mountain Dew do-over as we see Jamie Pickens heading down the court there on the video screen. She's had a big first half. And here comes Tia Lawrence, that freshman from Harlan, Montana. Push it to the left side, and that's Care. And you can see Goldhahn, who is one of the starters, one of the senior starters, and the ball stolen away. And underneath they go to Pickens, and she'll lay it up and in. So a lot of that in the first half by Carroll College. A lot of Jamie Pickens from the inside, Daniel Wagner from the outside. Wagner with 11 points to lead the way for the Saints thus far. We'll take a look at the first half statistics, which we've been handed. And for Northern, Sydney Hovde has played 16 minutes. She's played quite a bit tonight, but points-wise, no points and just a couple of rebounds. Their leading scorer in the first half so far is, as I mentioned, Tia Lawrence. She's got 7 points on the game. Thus far, she is 3 of 8 from the floor. She's played almost 20 minutes, so she's played all but 51 minutes, Kevin. So Coach Mowat really relying on that freshman to lead the charge. He really doesn't have anybody else to run the show.
No, she's kind of their go-to scorer, but she did make some great passes in the first half too, getting people open. One lob pass inside, and then another one when she got doubled for a three-pointer.
So 3-point field goal percentage for the Skylights in the first half. They're 3 of 12 for 25%. Total field goal percentage, 8 of 25 for 32%. Carroll College in that first half, again led by Sienna Swanwick, has 11 points. Daniel Wagner with 11 now, and same with Jamie Pickens. So we mentioned balance, and they've got the balance. But the Saints lead it. It is 40-20. We're going to take another break, and when we get back, it'll be time for quarter number 3. We will return after these messages.
There's something different about the way we go after learning at Carroll. A standard that's a little higher, with curiosity and conviction, creativity and positivity. It's not just that we achieve things others don't think can be achieved, it's the way we do it. Visit Carroll College and find yourself here.
My name is Britt Cooper. I'm a senior at Montana Western, and I'm from Harrison, Montana. And my major is mathematics and health and human performance.
My name is Bree King. I am a senior
majoring in HHP, and I'm part of the national championship team here.
My name is Sierra Lamy. I am a senior, and I'm majoring in biology. At Montana Western, this is the only university that offers Experience 1. You take one course at a time for 18 days, and then you're given a short break.
You have a lot more individual time with the professors, which leads to better success for the course.
The professors I had in the science department were awesome. They worked so well with me, especially being a college athlete.
Experience 1 and the block schedule here allows me to focus on both school and workouts, and so the schedule just fits together really well. I would encourage future students to come to Montana Western because Experience 1 and athletics just work so well together.
MSU Northern is a 4-year university located in beautiful Havre, Montana, with access to world-class hunting, fishing, and other outdoor activities. At Northern, we believe every student deserves a chance to be successful and happy. We have the people, the programs, and the corporate partnerships that you need to succeed. From apprenticeships through master's degrees, Northern prepares people for rewarding careers. Come visit our campus and see how MSU Northern can help you get an education that works.
Back at the Carroll College PE Center, Joe McMahon along with Kevin Van Nuys. It is halftime of the women's semifinal. Again, this is one of 2 semifinal games going on in the Frontier Conference women's bracket this afternoon as Providence and Western doing battle in Great Falls. And then the men's game will follow here. It'll be Carroll College playing host to Montana Tech. And in Great Falls, there's another men's semifinal, and that is Providence. And they will take on Northern in that game. So we'll break away. We'll be back with the start of the third quarter. We return after this message.
Opportunity opens doors.
Maxstone is a family-owned custom granite fabrication shop. We have machines in the shop that do all of our cutting and shaping and polishing for us. Opportunity Bank helped us with the machines. When we did fabrication by hand, we could do about 3 projects a week, and now we can do a project a day. I think it's important that your bank understands what you do. Opportunity Bank has helped us grow our family business into something we never thought it would ever be 18 years ago.
What can I do to help you?
Come on, buddy, headphones.
What? Hey!
Okay, all right. What kind of weakness?
Said I don't want to talk about it.
Wait. Trey, what are you doing?
Make Montana City Grill and Saloon your choice for family dining and sports bar fun. Lunch starts daily at 11 a.m. Try our half-pound burger or our quarter-pound burger. Our dinner menu includes our famous Huckleberry pork ribs, prime ribs served 7 nights a week, seafood, pasta, and much more. After your meal, try your luck in our cozy casino. Domestic beers are free and house drinks are just $1.
Come see my pop at Montana City Grill. He has the best food in town.
We're back. First Interstate Bank halftime report concluded, and Saints with the basketball to start quarter 3 with a 20-point lead and a date at the conference championship on the line. If they win, they host. They have the #1 seed in the conference, and that's big. You always want to play at home. Even though there's no fans here watching, down the lane goes Wagner, bumps into Gillum. What are we going to get, a block or a charge? It looks like
a block.
Yeah, Gillum just didn't get set.
Yeah, no fans, but they got their home rims. They're used to shooting on these rims.
True. And it's nice we don't have to crawl on a bus, cold bus, and travel 200 miles. So Wagner knocks down her 12th point. 3 Saints with 11 points for that first half. Wagner was one of them. Swanwick and Pickens the other 2. Second free throw, no good. Hovde clears it for the Skylights, who need to come up with an answer here, and they need to do it quickly. The first 4 minutes of this third quarter are critical for Coach Mowat's basketball team as Goldhahn swings it to Hovde and around to Peyton Kerr. Back the other way it comes to Tia Lawrence, who led them in scoring in the first half. Inside, nice pass to Gillum, up and in. Beautiful no-look pass from Lawrence to Gillum. On the cut, she puts it up and in, and it's 41-22.
It was a great cut, and that almost looked like a set play from Coach Mola. I think they came out of halftime getting ready to run that one.
Looks like man-to-man defense to start quarter number 3 for the Skylights. They played mainly zone defense in the first half. There's Swanek pulls up to Wagner over the top of Goldhahn and knocks down another triple. She's got 15 if I'm doing my math right.
Yep.
15 for Danielle. And the St. lead up to 22. Lawrence pushes it left hand behind her back, hesitate, baseline shot blocked by Denny, recovers. So Kerr comes up with it around into the lane, up with the right hand, and attack. It looks like dribble drive is the attack for Skylights right now.
It does, and Kerr was doing that in the first half. She's quick.
There goes Hilborn the other way, scoops it up with that right hand. That's her patented move. You never see her switch to the left hand and lay it up. She likes to scoop it up under with the right hand.
That's true.
She's good at it.
And it's quick.
Yep. Almost as quick as Kevin Van Nuys, a former St. player I've watched. Did you know him?
She's much quicker.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goldhahn will push it left side to Lawrence now. It's a 22-point lead here for Carroll with 7:55 to go here in the third quarter. Gillum knocks Hilborn down. She'll put it up. It won't go, and there's Pickens battling for the rebound. She took it away from Hovde just because she's about 3 inches taller and has long arms.
Yeah, great hustle by Jamie. Gillum thought she got fouled, and she may have on that play. There was quite a bit of contact.
So Pickens, a lot of anticipation when she announced she was going to transfer into Carroll. People knew she would help them, and she has. She's delivered, definitely.
She certainly has, and playing with a former high school teammate doesn't hurt chemistry-wise either.
3 ball from Jamie on the way, and right on cue.
Right on time.
Just knocks down a triple. When she can step out and do that for you. She has 14 for Carroll. Swanek with 11 and Wagner with 15. Lawrence with the ball leads the way in scoring for the Skylights. Actually, she's got 7, and so does number 24, Peyton Kerr. Lawrence with it. Nice entry pass to Hovde. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hovde, but a nice pass from Lawrence.
It was.
Hovde just wasn't ready for it.
I think Swanek is the last person I'd want guarding me on a full court press.
Yeah, definitely. So Swanek will swing it to Pickens down low. Nice. Denny on the cut, puts it up, just can't get it to go. Had a great shot. Gillum will clear it for the Skylights. Pace is picking up. It's a 25-point advantage for Carroll. And they are just so deep, so many weapons. They're so hard to defend. Gillum will kick it back out to Goldhahn. Crossover. Gillum will try a 3 over the top of Swanek. It won't go. Long rebound. Goldhahn recovers to Gillum. Into the lane, off the backboard. No good. Rebound, Denny. Carroll wanted to push it off the break. It's Swanek back out top to Denny. That won't roll. And the Skylights come out of there with it.
Long time without a break here. Both teams a little tired.
6:08 to go. We played 4 minutes here in quarter number 3, excuse me. And the Skylights have been playing hard, but Carroll's been able to extend their lead by 5 more points. It's a 25-point St. lead. Goldhahn dumps it into Gillum off the glass. Nice feed.
Nice feed, nice basket.
Great balance. What an athlete Gillum is to keep her feet like that, catch the ball, and put it up off the glass.
Yep, she is. And she's a little beat up out there. She's been battling down there.
She's a senior out of Browning, Montana. Crossover dribble. It's Pickens into the lane, off the glass. Oh, my word. How in the world? Falling to the floor. She flips it up with the right hand off the glass. She gets points 15 and 16.
The young kids call the Euro step.
The Euro step. Double screen set for Tia Lawrence. A switch. Denny jumps out on her. Goes to Peyton Kerr in the lane. Left hand off the glass. Up and in. Senior from Columbia Falls with an answer for Northern. Here's Hilborn on the run. Cut off by Hovde. Backs it out. Open for 3. Didn't take it. Dumps it inside to her Helena High compadre, Jamie Pickens, who will kick it back out top. Both Hilborn and Pickens played at Helena High for Eric Peterson, a former Saint.
3 state championships.
3 in a row. Wagner, left side. That's Denny. Into the lane, back out to Pickens. 3 ball off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound, Peyton Kerr.
Lights are much more active second half offensively. Lots of cutting, lots of moving.
This game pretty cleanly played. Not a lot of fouls.
No.
Goldhahn, left side. That's Hilborn keeping track of her. She'll drive into the paint, left hand up wildly up off the glass. No good. Denny just hustles after the basketball, and it'll go back to the skylight. She's the last one to touch it. Looks like we have a media timeout. We look at the Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard. It is 51-28. Carroll with the lead, and we'll be back.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Get $750 customer cash on an all-new 2021 Venza Hybrid all-wheel drive. Or you can lease a new 2021 Venza for $269 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Busy is good. I'm feeling stronger.
When treating drug and alcohol addiction, it is a myth that you cannot quit tobacco as well.
I can work harder, longer, since I quit.
In fact, those who quit tobacco during treatment are 25% more likely to stay sober.
Feeling constructive rather than destructive.
Decrease your risk of relapse while saving money and improving your health. Quit tobacco now.
I'm finally feeling better.
We return to the Carroll College PE Center. It is semifinal basketball in the women's bracket. The men's game to follow as the Saints, the Carroll College Fighting Saints under Coach Paulson, play host to Montana Tech, and that game to tip off at 7 o'clock. So stick with us. We have two great basketball games. This one contested throughout, but right now Carroll's exerting their will as Garrett knocks the ball away from Mooney. And the Skylights will inbound again. It's Goldhahn trying to trigger the ball in front of the Carroll bench. Does so out to Gillum. She'll push it down the left side, and it has it stripped away. There's Hilborn. Again, that pest thing. She's right down in there. You put the ball down, she takes it away. I wouldn't go trick-or-treating with her.
No.
You'd come home with an empty bag.
You'd be gone, yeah.
Yeah, you would. Swanwick trying to back her way in and establish position. Care. Nope, we'll try again. Number 31, Morgan Mason. Tried to play defense, reached around and fouled her. So the ball will be inbounded by Hilborn from the baseline.
Mason from Freud, Montana.
You know where that is?
No, but I've heard of it.
I thought you were a Montana history teacher. Maybe not. Down the lane, right side goes Garrett. She'll put it up and dump it in. Nice job by Maddie Garrett, averaging 7 points a game. So Carroll up 53-28 as they look to move on to the championship game, which if they can maintain this lead will be Monday night here, and you can watch it on this same channel. Right down the lane on the right side, it's Mason, crossover up, left hand, no good, rebound, battle for it. And possession goes to the Skylights on the jump ball call.
Good defense from Molly McDermott.
Carroll just, they've got two of their starters left on the floor, but they just don't lose a lot when they bring these guys in off the bench. And Jaden Lyman is still sitting over there on the bench, but I don't think she's going to play.
No, you hope it's not a concussion.
Gillum will dump it inside, and Mooney will turn and fire it up as the shot clock goes off. 6'2" junior couldn't get the ball out of her hands in time. And the Saints retain possession. Bring the ball up the right side. Swanwick, Hilborn, McDermott, Garrett on the court. That's Garrett. She'll back in, put it up, no good, partially blocked.
Well, they're letting them play, Joe. It's pretty physical.
Emma Madsen also in the game for Carroll, number 34. Ball's dumped inside to Mooney. She's going to back down on Garrett. Some contact in there. Shot a bit short, partially blocked. But they're going to give the ball to Carroll. Substitution for Chris Mott, number 21, is Riley Kerr, the 5'10" sophomore from Columbia Falls. Checks in.
Kind of seems like both teams have lost some energy.
The pace of the game has slowed dramatically.
Down.
Yeah, it has. This would be the time for me to get in the game. The pace is slow. Underneath it goes to Garrett's nice pass from Hilborn. Give her the assist. lay it up and in. Garrett's does, and Carroll extends this lead to 55 to 28. 27-point advantage. Goldhahn dumps it into Mooney, kicks it out deep. Lawrence wide open, 3-ball, airborne off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound, Mooney brings the ball down. And number 34, Emma Matson, in there to try and tie her up, and they're going to call her for a foul.
You can tell Lawrence is a good shooter. She's right on, just a little short.
Checking into the game for the first time is Kylie Olson for Carroll.
And Wagner.
Wagner also comes back, yes. So the Skylights will reset at the top of the key. That's Tia Lawrence with McDermott trying to keep track of her. Carroll sitting in a 2-3 zone this time. Ball goes right down on the low block. Wheel Mooney, she'll put it up, no good. Rebound, battle for it, goes out of bounds. And what do we got here? We got an outside official has a foul.
I think it's on Carroll.
Yep, you're right. So McDermott in there battling for that rebound, call for that personal foul. The Skylights will inbound. Riley Kerr will push it on the right side, has it tapped away, recovers. Shares it with Tia Lawrence into the lane, over the top of McDermott, no good. Rebound, whistle, foul on Lawrence. Kyle Olson had the rebound, and Lawrence knocked it away, but fouled to do it. So a lot of good signs for the future. Lawrence definitely somebody that we'll be keeping track of here, as Lowell Peterson said during the halftime interview. Initially, she was scheduled to be a Grizzly.
Oh, is that right?
Changed her mind, yeah.
Ended up
decided to stay in Northern, stay in the near home.
She's going to be a good player. She already is.
Olson gets the ball out top, and they'll fire it up and in. Nice shot by Kyle Olson.
Great ball movement. She's from Three Forks. Three Forks Wolves. I don't know Freud, but I know Three Forks.
Is that right? That's good. That's good, Kevin. Ball is picked up by Riley Kerr, and she gets bailed out on a foul. Madsen reached in and knocked it loose. She really didn't have to. Here comes Peyton Kerr into the game. She's going to replace Tia Lawrence.
Out of bounds, Skylights.
So the ball will be inbounded on the baseline for Northern. That's Morgan Mason to inbound the ball. Carroll with a 30-point advantage here, as we are just about a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Steal by Wagner up ahead. It's quickly to Olson, and she can't get the bucket to go, but she drew the foul. She'll get a couple of free throws. So the Three Forks Montana product will step to the free throw line. Didn't get any playing time in the first half, but she's come off the bench and been a sparker. I think she's kind of picking up some of those minutes that Jaden Lyman usually will get, right?
Yep, I think you're right. Good job running the floor by her there.
Free throw percentage no good. Carroll on the season from the free throw line, 73%. Northern, 77%.
Both pretty impressive.
Yeah. And she misses them both, but Garrett gets a rebound right back out to Wagner. She looks around and says, okay, I'll shoot it. And she drops it in. She has 18 to lead Carroll.
Just a smooth shot. It's almost like a layup for her.
Yep. So back come the Skylights. They won't quit, but they just keep getting in a deeper hole. But right down the lane goes Morgan Mason. Gets a layup with the left hand, cut into that lead a little bit. 61-30 on the Montana Tobacco Quit Line scoreboard. As Carroll works the ball around the perimeter on the dribble drive.
Oh.
Garrett's just got away with an elbow. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a serious one.
Yes, that was get out of my face. Here comes Mason into the lane. Back out it comes to Goldhahn. 3-ball. Peyton Kerr, or Riley Kerr. Her shot won't go.
Good
rebound. Put back up and in.
14.
Goldhahn. Yep, Goldhahn with the follow. We're down to 8 seconds to end the quarter. 61-32 Carroll. They have to hurry. Olson will push it down the left side of the lane, loses it out of bounds, and that's the end of the third quarter. So we played 3 at 61-32 Saints over the Skylights. We have 10 more minutes to go. We'll get started with that after these messages.
Hi, I'm Megan with Ascent Bank. My mom worked here for 35 years, and I have for 18, because we both like the family bank feeling from the start. And that's never changed. We also learned the most valuable thing you can give us is your time. So I spend it really getting to know you and your goals, which is the quickest way to get you what you need. So drop by and let's visit and experience the Family Bank feeling for yourself.
Ascent Bank, finding new ways to succeed. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Nick with Point S Tire and Auto Service in Helena, Montana, and I'm the owner of this great company. I was put into this business a long time ago when I was 12 years old. I'm a second-generation owner. My dad was at the Prospect location. He started that location in 1980. I like being part of a great community, which is Helena. You know, I truly believe in supporting local organization. A common misconception we have is that we're only a tire shop. That's not true at all. We're a full-service automotive repair facility as well. We'll replace engines, we'll change brakes, front-end work, belts, everything. You name it, we do it.
Turn to the Carroll College PE Center. Joe McMahon and Kevin Van Nice for quarter number 4 in a game that Carroll is taking control, outscoring the Skylights 44-19 in the last 2 quarters.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a run for them. Give the Skylights credit, though. They're scrapping out there still.
Nobody's stopping, and Hovde comes away with the steal. Hovde got her hand in there, knocked it away. Hovde again out of Columbia Falls. Baseline drive, Peyton Carroll off the glass. That won't go. We got a whistle. And it looks like a Saint foul.
Genesis Wilkinson.
Yep, Genesis Wilkinson picks up her first personal foul.
2 free throws for Peyton.
So if you're Coach Sayers, do you end up putting Hilborn and Pickens and Wagner and those kids back in the game?
I don't think you do, unless something changes.
Karen knocks down the first free throw. She'll have another opportunity. As we have mentioned a couple of times, their bench is very deep.
It is.
So they don't lose a lot by putting in their players, 6 through 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
There's Kylie Olson with the basketball to McDermott. Now back to Madsen. Top of the lane is 0-0. That's Wilkinson. Back out top it goes. 3 ball on the way from Olson, and she just hit her second triple. She's come off the bench and performed.
Major impact right away.
64-34. She knocks it down. She's got 6 points. Mason tries to hand it to Goldhahn, and we've got we have a traffic cluster at the top of the key, so to speak, right?
With a foul on Olson that came out of it.
Whoops. It's like trying to put your car in a parking lot, when the spaces are too tight, you just jam her in there.
That's right.
Got to go see the repairman afterwards. Can ask my wife about that. I hope she's not listening because I'm in trouble if she is. So Goldhahn, left side to Mason with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Mason's starting to panic a little bit. What are we going to do here? Down low it goes to Hovde, stolen away. Wilkinson saw that coming and stepped right in front. She knew that pass was coming. Great play by Genesis.
Great defense.
Yep, anticipated it, waited for the pass, and just stepped up and took it. Top of the lane, it's Madsen with it now for Carroll. 8:27 to play on the Montana Tobacco Quit Line scoreboard. Wilkinson will leave it for Madsen. Carroll just dribble drive, man-to-man defense for the Skylights. Down the lane, there goes Olson off the glass, or excuse me, that's Wagner. Off the backboard, up and in. So Wagner's still out there.
She has 20.
Yeah, she can come out at any time. I think this game's under control, and I'll bet the next person sitting at the bench there to check in is coming in for her.
I'll bet you're right.
Goldhahn picks up her dribble, tries to find Hovde underneath. They finally find her, but Wilkinson knocks it away with the right hand. Good post defense. Checking into the game for Carroll is number 15 for Carroll College.
Erica Nessen,
and she does replace Danielle Wagner. So Nessen checks in, gets to see her first action of the evening, of the afternoon. Down the lane goes Peyton Kerr off the glass. Nice drive and finish.
Good drive.
So some seniors here for MSU Northern, probably playing their last game.
Yeah.
Unless they get a another year, and some of the kids in the COVID cases, some of them can come back and play again. Top of the lane, Wilkinson's shot up and in.
And the Carroll bench reacts. I don't know that she's hit a lot of threes, but she sure looked good on that one.
Stepped up and shot it like she knew what she was doing. Around the right side goes Mason. She'll pick up the dribble. Out to Kerr. Being guarded by Olsen. On the drive, whistle. I think Olsen reached in and grabbed her by the arm when the official was watching, which is a bad time to do that. So she picks up her second foul. She has 6 points on the game.
Mooney back in for the lights.
And Carroll substitution. Rakaya Grindy checks in, so Erica Nesson and Rakaya Grindy getting some minutes here on the end of this game. With Carroll up 69-36, they led it by 4 at the end of the first quarter, and then outscored UM Northern or MSU Northern 23-7 in quarter 2, and really have had it under control since then.
Yeah, they have, and that was the beginning of their huge run, and Northern just couldn't get answers.
Kerr gets 1 of 2, and Madsen will clear it for Carroll. Brings it back up the other way. Leaves it for Grindy. High post, that's Wilkinson. She's going to face up, work it right side. Back to Grindy. In it goes to Wilkinson, turns with the left hand, has a block by Hovde, gets it back, puts it up and in.
Quick hands.
Yeah, very quick.
Brought it down and went back up very quickly. Good rebound.
So Wilkinson, just a sophomore out of Newman Lake, Washington, in East Valley High School. Carroll recruits a lot out of Washington, a lot of kids.
Yeah, they do. Spokane especially. Good pass.
Nice drive and dish from Hovde, or from Peyton Kerr to Hovde. Hovde with the bucket, 71-39. Yeah, they do. They get a lot of good kids out of the Spokane area, but Coach Sayers definitely knows where Washington is when it's time to find some players.
That's right.
Carroll sharing the ball. Wilkinson into the lane, and that might be an offensive foul. Yeah.
Yep, she took the charge. Great
job.
job
She kind of
taking
went
the
through
charge. That was a physical play.
Yes, that was. Dulcie Skunk Cap checks in for the Skylights. Dulcie is out of, let's see, looked before the game, and I forgot, Browning, Montana.
Great job by Goldhahn taking the charge.
Yeah, that couldn't have hurt, couldn't have felt well. So I think Grindy just picked up her first personal foul. Rakaya Grindy out of Kalispell, Montana, in Big Fork High School. So, yeah, when you look down the Carroll roster, a lot of Montana kids and a lot of Washington players.
Yeah, and quite a few young kids coming back next year.
Yep.
Says a lot about the Frontier Conference as a whole, though, both men's and women's.
Morgan Mason out of Freud, Montana, which Kevin is still trying to figure out where that's at. Hits the first free throw, second one up and in. I believe it's down by Billings, Kevin.
That was I was going to guess.
No, you're just saying that because I said it.
You're exactly right.
I know. Ball comes into Grindy. Up ahead, it's Olsen to Madsen. Genesis Wilkinson with it now with Hovde on her. Left side three ball on the way from Emma. No good. Rebound tipped around. Grindy had it, lost it. Morgan Mason pushes it up ahead somehow to Gillum. And with 5:30 to go, 71-41, Carroll up by 30. We're just playing this one out here. Peyton Kerr into the lane. Grindy with her hand in there, knocked it loose, but Kerr recovers. Gillum with it. There's Kerr down the lane. We got some contact and a blocking foul called on Grindy. No, not Grindy. It would be Olsen, I believe.
Olsen.
Yep. Kylie Olsen.
Foul on Emma Madsen, her third.
Oh, we're both wrong.
Madsen. Imagine that.
The chances of both of us being wrong on a call is just almost
astronomical.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Lawrence is going to check in for Northern to replace Mason. Again, Carroll or MSU Northern playing today without their senior point guard, Mackenzie Gunter, injured that left shoulder. Coach Mowat telling me before the game she has separated that and rehabbed and got it back in place multiple times in her career at Northern, and knocked out again, unfortunately, in their quarterfinal win over Montana Tech Thursday.
Got to be frustrating for her.
It does, yep. Goldhahn checks back into the game for the Skylights. And Carroll inbounds the basketball. Emma Madsen will bring it across midcourt. Emma is out of Great Falls, Montana, home of Coach Turcotte. Correct?
Yes, I think he was born and raised there, and he coached there.
He coached there at Great Falls High. Yes. That's where the legacy began, right?
That's right.
That's right.
And he's right down the aisle from us here doing radio.
Montana Tobacco quit line scoreboard. Carroll up 71-43 as the shot clock rolls down, and somehow shot up by Wilkinson. Can't get it to go, but Grindy gets the offensive rebound. And she just double dribbled and got caught.
She knew it too, yeah.
And she thought for a second there she got away with it.
That's right.
It was a late whistle, and the official went, that didn't look right. Wait, that's double dribble. So timeout on the court. Carroll leads at 71-43. We'll return with the final 4.5 minutes after this.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. So stop in today and let us find the right set of Michelin tires for you. If you value longevity, check out the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting family of tires on the road. Whether you drive a car, minivan, SUV, or truck, you'll be able to do more for more miles. Come visit our team of experts at Wayland Tire so we can match you with the right tire for the way you drive.
Wayland Tire, we know tires.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift. When you have Goodyear Duratrack tires. When you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust. When you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. Ready to off-road. Right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
We return again to the Carroll College PE Center. It is semifinal action. The Carroll College Fighting Saints playing host to the Skylights from MSU Northern. And the other semifinal game going on in Great Falls right now, Providence versus Western. Kevin Van Nuys was going to call his sources and get us a score there at halftime, but I don't think he did his job. So
yeah, they're not getting much service on the cell phone here
gotcha.
for some reason.
Yeah, weather related or something. Sure. Underneath it goes to Goldhahn. She'll put it up off the glass and in. Nice pass from Lawrence. Goldhahn knocks it home to make it 71-45. So a lot of kids that don't get a lot of playing time here for Carroll getting some minutes here in this semifinal game, which is good. That's how you build a program.
For sure. Good experience and for both teams.
Madsen to Olson. There's Wilkinson. She's played quite a bit in the first half. But Olson, all of her play time's been in the second half. We're down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. So Madsen's going to have to let it fly. It's on the way. Oh, and it crawls in.
Move.
Just hung on the rim for a second and decided to drop in. 73-45 on the Montana Tobacco Quit Line scoreboard. Carroll College with the advantage, and they'll move into the championship game Monday night here at the PE Center. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off. You can join Rocky Erickson, I believe, will be here to do that game for you, drive up from Billings. Rocky puts in a lot of miles.
He does.
The guy is traveling all the time.
He's all over the state.
He is. I wonder if he has, I think he has a personal driver, and I'm serious about that. I think he has a guy that drives him.
Maybe he
does.
does.
Yeah, I think he does. Shot on the way, no good. Cleared out of there by the Skylights. Shot put up by Nesson. She could get that to fall. Lawrence at the top of the lane to Gillum. 3 minutes to go in the game. First quarter pretty close. Carroll used a strong second quarter to pull away. On the drive baseline, Lawrence put it up, won't go. Rebound, Wilkinson.
She's had a great game.
Skunk cap on the drive.
Genesis Wilkinson's had a great game.
She has. Come off the bench and given some great minutes. Madsen with it now for Carroll. Just pushing the ball around the perimeter. Grandy with it now down the lane. Goes Genesis Wilkinson. She'll lose it out of bounds.
So at what point in your broadcast career do you get a driver?
Well, I'm not sure, but I can tell you this. I have not reached it yet. So,
yeah, nobody's offered for me.
Nobody's driving me anywhere.
Got a ways to go.
I'm driving my wife crazy, but nobody's driving me to the game. Push the ball to the right side. Goldhahn. Back out top. Gillum down the lane. Some contact. And Gillum's going to go to the free throw line and get a couple of free throws. Yeah, I don't know, but Rocky's got it worked out. So Tiara will step to the free throw line. She's a senior as well. Out of Browning, Montana. Averaging 14 points a game, 7 rebounds. So she's been solid all year long.
She has been. She's been one of their go-to players for sure.
7 points here tonight. Make it 8 on that one.
And Northern's still pressing. They're still fighting.
They won't quit, that's for sure. A credit to Chris Mowat and that team. They just come after you. Erica Nesson, the player out of Spokane, Washington, brings it across, gets it back from McDermott. Swing it to Grundy from Kalispell. Genesis Wilkins faces up. She's out of Newman Lake, Washington. A 3-ball on the way from Grundy, and she knocks it down.
Nice shot. She came off a double kick.
Redshirt freshman out of Kalispell, Montana, went to Big Fork High School. Down the lane, Gillum. Over Grundy, shot no good. Rebound. Wells tried to save it from going out of bounds. It was Olsen, but it'll go back to Northern with 1:36 to play. And Coach Mowat is going to empty his bench. He sends in 3 substitutions. And he'll take 4 of his starters out of the game.
Tough for those seniors to go out for the last time.
He gathers them, as you can see, over on the far sideline. I don't know if we can get a shot of that, but he's talking to them, thanking them for their efforts and how hard they played.
It's pretty cool.
Never an easy moment.
No.
But Chris Mowat, always a class act. That's Brandy White with it right now for the Skylights. Lots of tears over there, as you would imagine. The ball comes up off the glass, and Riley Kerr knocks it in. And it's a 27-point advantage right now for Carroll as we reach the 60-second mark left in this basketball game. So Carroll will host the championship game, either Providence or, as I mentioned, UM Western. One of the two will be here, depending on who won that game, who's winning that game, and who ends up winning it in Great Falls.
And that's Monday night.
Monday night, 7 o'clock, yeah.
And then men's would be Tuesday night, huh?
Correct. Providence with the #1 seed in the men's side. Carroll #2. McDermott out top with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Genesis Wilkinson, did she get it up in time? Nope.
Nope, not quite.
Nope. Officials have done a great job, really, today. You really haven't even noticed them out there.
You really haven't.
As you probably heard many times, that's a good sign. When you don't notice the officials, that means they're letting them play and keeping it under control.
Well, hopefully their roads home are safe, too. It was ugly out there earlier.
Yes, it was. Brandy White to Tia Lawrence. Looking to dump the ball down low to Cameron Mooney, who's still battling for position. Nice play by Genesis Wilkins. She stepped around Mooney a couple of times and stolen that ball away. Mooney out of Salt Lake City. And that should do it. So it's over. Carroll College victorious, 76-49. They'll move on to the championship game again Monday night, 7 o'clock. 76-49 is the final. They're back here in action Monday night. For Kevin Van Nuys and Joe McMahon, we are out of here. Thanks for joining us.
Player of the game.
I love this view.
I love it every time this commercial airs. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
We're right next door to it all at the Baymont by Wyndham, Helena, Montana. We're close to the Capitol, the museum, Carroll College, unique shops, eateries, and architectural wonders. And come explore our national and state parks where rugged nature meets our big sky. Our guest rooms are equipped with plush bedding, free Wi-Fi, mini fridge, and flat screen TV. Wake up to our free hot or served breakfast and enjoy our indoor pool and whirlpool. And we follow all the new cleanliness guidelines. Call us at the Baymont Inn and Suites by Wyndham, Helena, or visit us at our website.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust, when you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
See your Montana Chevy dealers.
Van Nuys and the Carroll College Fighting Saints. The Lady Saints win it 76-49. And Kevin Van Nuys was supposed to be getting me that score from Great Falls, didn't. So I had to go to a secondary source. Thank you, Julianne Solomon. You've saved us. 81-61, Western Montana. Western defeats Providence. So it looks like the Bulldogs will be here on Monday night. Western and Lady Saints to battle, and that's always a good game.
It is, and for the title, it's going to be a great game. Western has a lot of scorers, as does Carroll, as we've seen today.
All right, so we going to recap a little bit of the game. I said we were signing off, and obviously we're not, but we have the drive of the game coming up for us here, and then we'll have our Pepsi player of the game as well, or excuse me, our player of the game. So there's the drive of the game. That's Wagner with that right hand down the lane, laying up off the glass. She hurt him with the dribble drive, but also with the outside shot multiple times. So Danielle Wagner with the drive of the game, also our player of the game for this basketball game tonight. Danielle had a big night, finished with I believe 20 points, but just was a steady influence. She was one of the keys of the game. We mentioned was that senior leadership, and did they get it from Denny and her.
Yeah, they sure did. And she, as I said earlier, she's the silent leader out there. It seems like, the Saints
very
follow
quiet.
her. Yeah. And
she
she's
just
doing
seems
the
to
right
always
stuff.
be in the right spot. She's really good at spotting up when people are dribble driving into the lane. She's posting up or setting her feet out on the wing, and you just can't leave her alone. She's deadly from out there. So anyway, she'll have a chance to have her help her team win that conference championship here Monday night against Western, and that game again will be right here for you. Rocky Erickson will be in town to do that one for us. So we look forward to having Rocky driving up from Billings to take over. But Carroll College wins this one going away. They win it 76-49. They had a big quarter 2 and quarter 3 where they outscored the Skylights 44-19, and that just opened it up. The final quarter, they win it. It was a 15-17 difference in points, but by that time, Carroll College had really taken it away. But we mentioned the play of their bench, and it was outstanding again.
Yeah, it really was. And like you said earlier, they're so deep. They're very deep, and look for this team to make a run, at the national level this year for sure.
Absolutely. So look forward to the men's game. That'll be coming up here in a little bit. I think we've got one more break we're going to take here. Or check that. We don't. We're going to sign it off instead. Again, our final, Carroll College 76, MSU Northern 49. For Kevin Van Nuys, I'm Joe McMahon. Have a great evening, everybody.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, make sure you choose the most experienced and well-equipped repair facility in Helena, Capital Collision Center. We are Helena's only Honda, Acura, Nissan, Ford F-150 aluminum, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Fiat, GM, and Hyundai certified repair facility. Montana Law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center at 1006 Euclid Avenue.
Capital Collision Center, Helena's first choice in collision repair.
LithiaChryslerHelena.com. A great place to start your next vehicle search, like a new Ram truck or a stylish new Chrysler Pacifica. Find hundreds of new and used vehicles, all with multiple photos, low prices, tools like a payment calculator, and more. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com. And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Helena is easy to find on Highway 12 East in the Auto Mall. Start your next vehicle search today. All at LithiaChryslerHelena.com.